Hey you guys, Bertbugbrent here, and before I start this pickup video, I'd like to take this chance to say, I've been really neglectful of YouTube lately. I've been really busy, so it's probably been, 2 months since I've done a video, so, yeah, I'm aware of how long it's been gone. I've been gone, but I've just been really busy. I've had finals, and then I went on a trip. And then I went on, and then I'm doing summer classes. But I managed to catch a break in between all of it, and I have had a huge pile of stuff storing up. So, this should be a multi-part video. I'm thinking 2 to 3 range. And then also an unboxing, which I might just do during this, because I don't want to shoot 3-4 videos necessarily. So, alright, let's begin. So, just to let you guys know, though, the order on this probably will be wrong, because I don't remember, especially for some of the smaller pickups I've had, like how they fit in order or whatever, but I believe this is the first one's the oldest, though, that I'm about to show you. So, I don't know, maybe it was a month and a half ago or whatever. It was like right after I filmed my last video. I went to a flea market, and I got a pretty good amount of stuff, and I was very happy with the one specific purchase, and a few other cool things. So I'll start with this one, though. I got a PS1 multiplayer adapter. I paid $2, I think, for this. Also, prices, don't expect them to be highly accurate on some of the older stuff, but I do remember most of them. Yeah, I paid $1 for this. Yeah, that's what I did. I paid $1 for this. And this thing was filthy. The guy had a whole bunch of really dirty, systems. No systems I didn't have, but, dirty N64s, Genesises, Super Nintendos. They were filthy, including this, but for $1 I couldn't pass it up. Next, this was a purchase I was very excited about. I was walking at the back of the flea market, where usually the cheaper vendors are, because it's cheaper rent or whatever. And I was just looking. This one guy had a booth with a whole bunch of just random stuff in it, and I saw this red box out of the corner of my eye. Looked at it, I'm just like, no way. But way. A boxed Sega Pico, if you can see here. So I was really pumped to see this. And there's none of the original foam and stuff in it, but got some games, system hooked up as well for you guys. First, here's some games: Magic Crayons. And most of these games, the front page is in not great shape, and one of them's even missing the front page. But we got Maniac Crayons, 101 Dalmatians, even though the front page is missing. This is the only one in good condition because it was still in the system when I opened it up. And this is the pack-in. Richard Scarry's Huckle and Lowly's Busiest Day Ever, which I think has the worst. There's this one little game in it, the worst driving mechanics of all time. Screw Who Framed Roger Rabbit and I don't know, the Terminator game or whatever. I'm trying to remember Angry Video Game Nerd, but yeah, it is awful. Like, you press up and then you have to go diagonal. It's pretty bad. Then we got Sesame Street, Alphabet Avenue. Oh, that was a little harsh. We got some manuals too. We got Pico System Manual, Math Antics, 101 Dalmatians, and Magic Crayon. We got the hookups. We got Power Cord, which I already rubber banded, and the just standard yellow and white. So I'm spacing on the name right now. So yeah, pretty cool. And here's the actual system. And when I saw the system, I realized that I actually saw one of these a few years back, or not a few years back, like a few months back when I was in Flagstaff. I saw this behind the counter, and I thought, that could be a Pico, but I always thought the Pico was flat, kind of like the Leapsters. Because I remember the shape sticking out. And I was thinking that could be a Pico, but decided it wasn't. So I could have had a second Pico, but I don't care, I got a boxed one, so that's pretty cool. And this is a cool system. I remember I first heard about it and saw about it when I saw MW12 Bird's review on it, and it's really an awesome system. And obviously the games aren't too good for it, but very cool anyways. And then, yeah, all the space is kind of cramped behind me, so I'm going to have to keep it up there. So, anyways, next I went to this one table, And a lady had a whole bunch, probably I'd say 150, 200-ish games just laying out across the table, all the way from Xbox to NES. So, and everything in between the common ones, anyways. She had NES, Super Nintendo, PS1, a lot of PS1, nothing good though, mainly sports. A whole bunch of Xbox and PS2. But so, and she had like some what she considered valuable games in the case, which the Marios, and she wanted ridiculous for those. But all the stuff on the table, I thought was a pretty good deal. I paid $25 for all these games I'm about to show you. So when I first went to the table, though, this was the first one that caught my eye. I saw this cart, and as soon as I got there, she hadn't noticed me yet. So I took like one of these covers from another game and just stuck it on there because I knew I wanted the cover, and she probably wouldn't let me switch it, and she didn't end it up, but she thought, So, and I grabbed this case from actually a game I already have, and it had the manual, so that's why I grabbed it specifically. Paula Medes. So that's cool. Now I have the manual for that game. So in the in the game right here is Captain Comic. And I knew it was either a Color Dreams game or a Wisdom Tree game just by the obviously light blue cart. Not in the best shape, if you can see. I've been trying to scrub that marker off, but there was like this whole thing was black, this whole square. I managed to get most of it off, but besides that, yeah, it's not in too good shape. It's been sitting out in the sun, if you can tell. It's kind of yellowish at the top. But yeah. So got that. Adventure Island, wanted this game, now I have it. Adventure Island 2 is something I've never seen before. It has Blockbuster Video imprinted into it, like almost branded into it. So I thought that was interesting. Am I interesting? I mean, like, I'm pretty not happy about that, but whatever. What can you do? Milan Secret Castle, which, I thought it'd be a little more rare. I looked up the price, wasn't that big of a deal. Super Adventure Island, I already own the game, but heck, it's a $15 game. And I only paid maybe $3 for each. All these were $25. F-Zero, no, it's not that valuable, but I wanted it, so F-Zero. This one, I thought it was a shooter, so it might be worth something, but it's not. Still cool though, Super R-Type. And the back is kind of yellowed a bit. I scrubbed most of it off, but you can still see a little. And then on the side too, yeah. But cool nonetheless. Lastly, I was very excited to see this. Super C. Wanted this game. Very cool. Obviously had Contra, so now I have Super C. Alright, lastly at that flea market, I went through all the other vendors, and I start from the back usually because the back's where the best deals are, and I want to get there earliest. So as I started moving up, nothing too spectacular. But I did stop at this one small little professionals booth because he didn't look like he had his act together too well, and I was right. He had prices on all like the newer stuff and like the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube games. But then he had a stack of PS1 games, and he's just like, hey, make me an offer on those, And mainly sports crap. I'm kind of bumming. I passed up. They had Digimon, like World 2 or something. I'm pretty sure that's actually a pretty rare game, but whatever. But I did see this, and and to make me an offer, he probably would want it $5 each because he seems like that kind of vendor. But I saw this Metal Gear, and doesn't even say solid. It just says Metal Gear demo CD. So I'm assuming this is a pre-release demo CD that game stores got maybe, or was passed. I really don't know. And he only wanted, I think he charged me 50 cents or $1 for it or something. Because he's like, you realize that's a demo. I'm just like, and I acted disappointed. I'm like, oh, it is. So he only charged me very little for it. And scratch-wise, it's okay, but I thought that was a cool find. It doesn't just say metal if you look solid. So that was cool. And that was everything. And now, yeah. So that was everything for that one. And what was next from that? Yeah, and this is where I was talking about order. I'm really trying to figure out the order here. Alright, I'll just do this garage sale run I did. I'm pretty sure this is the next one. Did a garage sale run because one of my friends told me that this a school was having a big garage sale. Like, it ended up being tiny. There's only like 4 people there. No one showed up. But I did find a few things there, and I stopped at like 5 garage sales on the way. Found one thing on the way. For a quarter, I found a little Mario ball. I think these were given away at Burger King a few years ago. Found that. Found a Game Boy Advance SP case. And that was 25 cents. Found a Wiimote cover with the little band, and it's in the original plastic too. Has, yeah, the little strap in it. That was 25 cents as well. And Kirby Right Back At You VHS tape, which I thought was cool. It was like the only VHS tape there, and it was just sticking out. That's actually why I went over to that vendor's blanket or whatever, and everything was like a quarter, so yeah, I'm not complaining too much. Alright, last thing, I guess. Now, it'll be in part 2, so stick around, because part 2 will be uploaded shortly. Alright, Bertbugbrent signing out.